This is FAMU, baby. Y'all know we don't play like that.
Come on. 2018. After 4 long years of trials and tribulations, I had finally graduated from Columbia High School in Little Old Lake City, Florida, home to that Fighting Tiger football. Your everyday local Zaxby's, NFL Hall of Fame anchor Pat Summerall, a few hood activities, and your annual A Lusty Festival. Honestly, I felt like I was on top of the world, like I could just do anything. I was headed to a historically black college, and not just any black college. I was headed to FAMU. And I know a good bunch of you probably wonder, what made me even choose FAMU? Was it the band? Was it the cheerleaders? Was it the women? Honestly, the answer ain't even that simple. See, because the story doesn't end here, nor does it start here either. You see, it all started way back in my junior year of high school. I felt lost. I've been very isolated during this time. I was suspended from school for multiple offenses. My grades were taking a pummeling. And while I coped with some of my lowest lows, it was clear I had no vision of what I wanted to do with my life. You see, my Aunt Keisha and Uncle Vic had been pressing my dad for the longest just to get me to consider even going to FAMU. But the truth is, I knew nothing about Florida A&M. And I had my mind locked on playing college football. I dreamed of being an NFL star DB, like Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, and Deion Sanders. There was just one problem. I couldn't get off the bench. After being academically ineligible for my sophomore year, my head coach didn't think it was wise to place me on varsity, being that I was so inexperienced with only 1 full year of high school football under my belt. So, I would go on to compete on the junior varsity football team, where we finished with only a single blemish on our record, going 5-1 on the season. After the season was over, I had started evaluating my life decisions, and it was clear I'd have to give my senior year my all, both academically and athletically. After multiple discussions with my guidance counselor, Mrs. Arline, I had made it clear I wanted to pursue college. The summer going into my senior year, I put on 20 pounds during summer workout training, while also attending the Jimbo Fisher football state camp. As fall season arrived, I felt like I was in the best shape of my life, at a healthy 6'2" and 190 pounds. I knew I was in for a stellar final campaign. I would go on to visit multiple colleges, including UF, UCF, and eventually, FAMU. It was crazy. I was enlightened on so much history, culture, and tradition. It was like a different world. No pun intended. Deep down, I could just feel I was destined to go to FAMU. As football season concluded, I went on a visit to FAMU for a second time. And that's actually where I was introduced to the FAMU connection. It was so exciting seeing those theater kids. Acting and writing was something I always had a passion for and wanted to do, but I had been too busy playing football for most of my high school tenure. I would go through the Carnegie Library and the Black Archives, learning the many, many histories of black people through Florida. As my senior football season came to a conclusion, I barely played. In fact, I didn't even play my senior homecoming game, but I was completely comfortable with the end results, and I knew what goals and ambitions I had for myself in the future. I had become relentless in my pursuit to become a FAMU Rattler. I'd even skip track meets just to go take the ACT, and it appeared my efforts had finally paid off. I scored a beautiful 23 on the ACT, including a 29 in reading, and finally obtaining the mandatory 19 in math I needed to get into FAMU. Dog, I just remember the feeling of joy just coursing through my veins like hot fire. It felt so good to have finally set a goal and accomplished it. It appeared I was about to submit my application and ride off into the sunset of Tallahassee, Florida on the highest of 7 hills. But It appeared my dreams had become nightmares. As the mandatory 10 days passed, I opened my email to a message that felt like a low jab into my digestive system. I'd been rejected from FAMU. My dreams of being like Will Pecker, Woody McClain, and the Nickanoni Rose had been ran over, set on fire, and struck by lightning. Honestly, I felt like dirt. I started to quit on myself. I just believed it was all over, that I'd never go to college, that everything was over.
I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
You ready, Mace?
Party people in the place to be. It's about that time for us to.
I had previously been accepted into Dillard University, but I just knew FAMU was a school for me. Something told me to just keep praying, having a positive mindset, and that everything would be okay. And little did I know, just 2 weeks later, I would get an email saying I was accepted into FAMU on a conditional admission with the Access Summer Bridge program. See, the way the ASB program worked is, they took kids like me who didn't quite have the test scores or the GPA, and they made them take 2 courses in which they had to make either a C or a satisfactory grade in order to be admitted to the fall semester and admitted into FAMU. I knew this was my chance. I finally did it. I was gonna be a FAMU rapper. Now, all I had to do was prove it. This was just the beginning.